Alright guys, today we have a 1998 Ford Explorer XLT with the four-wheel drive. It does have the 4.0 liter V6 motor in it, and let's start it up. Alright, as you see, starts right up there, and our mileage is, I'll zoom in a little bit for you, 148,072 miles. Alright, now we do have a little bit of, decent power equipment in here. We do have our cruise control on the steering wheel. There are wiper blades. I'll give you a look at that. Turn that bad boys all the way up. Alright, and our horn. You hear that? We do have power mirrors. Whoops, too far. Alright, so those are power mirrors on that side. And our power mirrors on this side. Alright, and of course power windows. So that goes all the way down, all the way up. Alright, let's swing you around here. All the way down. And all the way up. And our driver's window. Alright, and the next thing we have a Kenwood aftermarket stereo here. I'm not exactly sure how to operate it, but the good news is we do have the instruction manual. Normally these are never ever left in the car, but this one actually was, so that's good news. I know it does have power because you can turn it on, and I believe it's in demo mode, and I don't know what that means. Anyway, I know to turn it on and off, but I'm sure if you guys, are interested, you can peruse the instruction manual. It also does have the USB jack, and that's something that's kind of nice nowadays with the phones and everything, so you can bring your own music with you. Alright, so now let's check out our heat. Okay, and I can feel that immediately get nice and cool, or nice and warm, excuse me. It's not cold, because that would be bad. But it is nice and warm, and it's cooking out a good amount of heat. Alright, and there it goes. I no longer feel it up here, at my feet. And most importantly is our defrost, which I can feel that as well. Alright, so that's good to know, got all your heating options for something like this. This is definitely something you'd be probably using as a winter driver with the four-wheel drive and everything. So next thing we can do is check out our motor here. And to watch out for the boss man just went by. Didn't want to have him take the door off on our test drive video, I should say. Alright guys, like I said, a 4.0 liter V6. It does have a little bit of squeaky belts. Nothing major. I'll let you get a good listen there. And what I'm going to do now is rev up the motor here. Alright, and as you can hear, it's a good strong motor. There's not good strong motor there. I don't know if you guys noticed, I did have a prop rod in, just because these things are just about on their way out, but it does still work. I just put that in there more for safety than anything else. It didn't close on my head, or when I'm sticking around looking around the motor for you. Alright, so the next thing I got, guys, is my handy dandy tire gauge. So let's have a look. There's our nice shiny alloy wheels and tread depth here. I do have right about 10-30 seconds on our front wheel here, our front tire. And have a look at our next tire. Okay. And again, actually this is a little better. This is right at 11-30 seconds. So far we got two pretty good tires on this truck. Alright, there's our shiny wheel. To my tread depth. And again, right at 11-30 seconds on this one. And our last wheel over here, nice and shiny. And tread depth is, this one is, again, 11-30 seconds. So all around, we got pretty good wheels on this thing. Or tires, I keep saying wheels. Wrong thing. Alright guys, so next thing we do is check out the interior of the vehicle. It is an older vehicle, so it's seen a little bit of wear and tear, but overall it's in pretty good condition. We'll go over our passenger side first. I will say there are some, cigarette burns, what looks like some little paint specks. So someone might have been using this as a work truck. There's a little staining right there, but overall, it's in pretty good shape considering, the age and everything. All right, there's a look at our floor. Okay. And the next thing I'll let you have a look at is our door jamb. All the way around. Pretty rust-free there. And then the door itself, again, its panels, a little bit of wear and tear. There's a little paint right here. You can't really see because of the glare. There you go. But overall, pretty good shape. It's not all busted up. Okay, and here's our door itself, and you can see it is pretty corrosion free down there. That's normally where you start to see some rust. Alright, so let's hop in the back here and have a look. Alright, our seats do fold down. If I can find, there's our lever. Alright. Our seats do fold down and give you that extra, basically, whole back of the truck trunk space, so you can really, get a lot of, storage space in there. And also, the back seats themselves are in pretty good shape. There's one little cigarette burn there. Let's go look all the way around. As you see, it's in pretty good shape, though. Other than that, like I said, a little spot here or there, maybe a cigarette burn. And there's our floor, and underneath. Alright, and here's our door jamb and wheel well. I like to get you a nice close-up of this just to show that there's surprisingly not any rust or corrosion here, because normally when these Fords rust, that's where you start seeing it. Whoops. Alright, and now we can do the door itself. You see it's nice shiny all the way around. You will see a little bit of corrosion starting right there, but overall, that's in pretty good shape. Alright, now let's have a look at the back here. Pop this. We do have our nice window that we can bring up, and again, just like on the roof, the thing's a little old, so it might give it a second to stay up. Alright, so that's in pretty good shape. And then the trunk itself actually opens up. The tailgate, baby. And have a look there. You see it's nice and clean, no corrosion there. Or, again, this is another spot where you kind of, see, I get a better angle here. There we go. No corrosion on the bottom side of the tailgate here. Alright. Around the edge of the truck. Alright, so there you go. You got pretty good, nice and clean all the way through the door jamb all the way around. The trunk, or the rear cargo space is a little dirtier than the rest of the car. You see there's some little staining there and a stain there. I would imagine this was probably used as some kind of work vehicle. So they probably weren't too worried about keeping it super clean. However, everything's intact. All the plastic's pretty good. A couple scuff marks, but really it's not all busted up. The carpet's not all ripped up. And again, it does have a decent amount of space there as well. So, like I said, if you fold down those rear seats, you even get more space. Alright, here. I will show you, it does have a spare underneath. Judging by the tread, that's a pretty good tire they have under there. Obviously, it just has a steel wheel, but it does have an extra spare there. Okay, and I'll swing around to this side, and again, just like on the other side, so overall in pretty good shape. I would say maybe a little on the not damaged, but maybe a little stainy. I don't know, that's not really a word, but just to give you an idea, it's not too bad, but just an older truck with a little bit more wear and tear than you might be used to. And there's our door panel in pretty good shape, and our door jamb. All the way around, so it's nice and shiny though, so that's a good sign. And again, I'll get you a nice close-up here of our wheel well. See, that's pretty clear. I will say maybe a little bit there. And that's about it on this car, or this truck, and that's pretty surprising to me. I see a lot of these Fords that are pretty rusty. Alright, and now over to our driver's seat. And as you would imagine, this is probably the worst of all the seats. It does look like they had this armrest redone with a nice blue color. That doesn't match at all, but that's okay. It's functional, right? We do have, again, cigarette burns and a little bit of staining, but really nothing major. We do also have power seat. Goes up and down, back and forth. You can see it going up there and forward and back. Alright, and the lumbar support, oh, you can't really tell from there, but okay. There's our nice plastic floor mat, rubber floor mat. I'll get you a look underneath of that. Let me just pull it out of the way. Alright, so as you see, a little staining here and there, but overall in pretty good shape. It's not all ripped up or anything. It's not damaged, so just a little bit of old truck wear and tear, that's all. Alright, and let's get our door panel here. Alright, and door jambs. Alright, again, you can see the door. The door itself is actually pretty clear of corrosion there. So next thing we're going to do, and make sure I don't lock myself out. Next thing we're going to do is the actual body of the truck itself. As you see, it's got nice black shiny paint. Overall, pretty good shape. I would say, it's going to have some minor scratches, flakes like that, but overall you can see it's pretty shiny and pretty rust free. Alright, there's our roof. Just a good shot of the roof. Alright, and here's your driver's door. Looks like there might be a little touch of paint right here in this little accent panel. But overall, you can see how shiny it is. There's a little spot right there. And that's the kind of stuff this truck might have, little spots like that, just from driving around all the time. Okay. There's up top here. There's another little scratch there. Alright. Oh, it does look like, yeah, you can see that. There's a little ding right there, so. There's the top of the tailgate. All the way around. Alright, looks like there's a little spot right there as well. Another scratch there. Let's have a look at the bumper here. The bumper's actually in pretty good shape too. Normally these get all rusty, but this one shined up pretty good. You can see no corrosion on it anywhere. So that might be something that's new. Alright, and let's have a look at the roof on this side. Okay. Our rear panel here. See right around the wheel well, nice and clean. Alright. See a little spots right there, little chips. And there's the door itself. Alright, moving up to our front quarter panel here. The fender. And again, guys, like I said, the paint's in really good shape, the body's in really good shape. There might be some scratches, you see stuff like that. But overall, you know, for the age of the truck especially, it's in pretty good shape, I would say. Alright, so let's have a look at our hood. And a look down low on the vehicle. Alright. And I know people like this, you know, I hadn't run in a little while, so I'll try to give you a look around underneath. Alright folks, so there it is, 1998 Ford Explorer XLT with the 4.0 liter V6 and the four-wheel drive. So the next thing we're going to do is take it out on the road, and after that we're going to test our four-wheel drive. Alright folks, so now we're going to take this 1998 Ford Explorer XLT out for a test drive up and down the road here. Alright, so I had it running for about 15-20 minutes, shut it off, started right back up. No problem there. And now we're going to take it out on the road. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pull out here and go get it up to about 50-55 miles an hour. Just be quiet and let you listen kind of to how the car sounds when it rides and everything. Alright guys, all the way up to about 55 miles an hour, as you can see there. I have my hands off the steering wheel. We're tracking pretty straight right down the road here, so that's always a good sign. Adjust my mirror here a second. Alright, so like I said, you know, shifted up nice and smooth through the gears up to about 55 miles an hour here on our little road. I'm going to do the same thing for you on the way back. Oh boy, messed this guy up. All right, spin around here. All right, guys, so here we go, same thing, all the way up to about 55 miles an hour. Alright, and there you go. Nice and smooth all the way up to the speed limit here. And we're moving right along. Alright guys, the next thing what I'm going to do is we're going to pull it off into this lot across from ours that has some loose gravel, and just give it a good hard brake check. Just so you guys can get an idea of how the car, you know, brakes when you need to brake hard. Get around this guy here. Alright, and I did feel the anti-lock brakes kick in, and as you can see, the steering wheel wasn't pulling wildly one way or the other. So that's also a good sign. It's going about 25 miles an hour there, so it wasn't, you know, flying, but alright. And it looks like it's that time of day. New Year's Eve, about 3 o'clock, so the road's going to be a little busy now. Next thing what I'm going to do, you can maybe see it, directly across from us is a little gravel drive. But what I'm going to do is try out our four-wheel drive there. Alright, so what I'm doing right now, putting the car in 4 high, and I'm sitting on a gravel driveway on an incline here. So what I'm going to do now, just give it some gas. If you hear spinning, that's not a good sign. Alright, as you see, it took right off, and we had no trouble getting up the hill. That means our 4x4 is working good. Let me try my 4 low, and same thing. You hear that take off right away, so that's also a good sign there. Okay, so I'll put this back in the automatic. Okay. You see my marks from earlier. Let me put it down to 4 high. And 4x4 automatic, just like that. Alright, and as you see, guys, so our 4x4 is working good. It grabbed, I didn't feel any spinning, and it went right up the hill, especially at 4 low. Did a good job for us there. Alright. Alright, guys, so there it is, 1998 Ford Explorer XLT with 148,073 miles on it. And I'll give you guys one last walk around of the vehicle. Get myself out here. Alright, and there it is. Nice shiny black paint, you know, 4-wheel drive, good nice alloy wheels on it. Tires are in pretty good shape. Something that, you know, if you're looking for an inexpensive winter drive or something that you can, you know, rely on the 4-wheel drive when the weather gets nasty, that kind of stuff, this would be the perfect vehicle for you. It's not a giant, you know, one of those real big SUVs. You know, and it looks halfway decent. You know, it looks pretty good considering the age and everything. So it's something that, you know, we hope to hear from you guys soon on. So far, the weather's been good, so you haven't really needed 4-wheel drive, but unfortunately around here, that can change pretty quick. All right, guys, thanks for watching.